YouTube, welcome back to my channel, guys. As usual, if you're new to my channel, this is your first time seeing my content, please hit that subscribe button. If you are not subscribed to this channel, I believe you are truly missing out. This is probably right now the fastest growing trucking channel on YouTube. So guys, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment in the comment section. You know, all that stuff helps with the algorithm, so it is greatly appreciated. Right now I'm up in Massachusetts, and guys, it is cold outside. I believe it's about 16 degrees right now, but it feels like 9 degrees, so it's cold. So once I get loaded, I'll be heading down to New Jersey. I have a drop at 8 o'clock in the morning, but this receiver, they will take me as soon as I get there. So once I'm loaded, I'm just gonna hit the road. It's about a 3-hour ride, so hopefully I'll get down there around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there, and I'll get this load off my truck. I did take a nap earlier, so I'm rested and I'm ready to hit the road. So once I get loaded, guys, I will resume filming. So again, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, so I just got loaded, and I drove around to the side of the building with my tandem all the way to the rear, because on the other side it was too icy. You know, it snowed 2 days ago. I believe they got about 10 inches of snow. Kind of rained after, so snow kind of disappeared a little, but on the other side it's too icy, so if I'm trying to slide my tandems, everything is just sliding. So hopefully I'll be able to slide it right here. It's not as bad right here. So I got loaded with some orange juice, it looks like. Yep, Minute Maid. Let me get up there and put a load bar on there to secure it. Alright, so your Minute Maid product is made by Coco Cola. Just so you know, this is a Coco Cola plant right here up in Northampton, Massachusetts. And guys, it's freezing out here. It is cold. Might want to zip this jacket up. So hopefully I don't have any issues sliding my tandems. By the looks of things, the load is not super heavy, so should be good. It is freezing out here. Alright, so let me see if I can pay attention to my tandems in the back, see if they're sliding or staying put. Looks like we have some action. Alright, so that's good. Just check all the pins just to make sure they're all locked in, by the way. So that's locked in, that's locked in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's locked in on the other side also. That's locked in, and that's locked in. We're good to go. Alright, so let's get down to Jersey. I don't know about you, but 9 degrees is cold for me. Give me a 85-degree summer day over this 9 degree any day. I'll take it. And I'll go inside and go sit up under some AC or sit in front of a fan or something. Yeah, but I don't like being cold, man. I'd rather be hot. So when I booked this load last week, you know, I was a little concerned because I wasn't sure if I was going to hit this snowstorm coming up yesterday. But fortunately it snowed today. mind driving in snow, guys. I'm not afraid to drive in snow, but you know, sometimes you gotta worry about everybody around you. It's not about what you're capable of. You know, I've driven in blizzard conditions in my truck, so it's not like I can't drive in the snow, but if I could avoid it, man, I avoid it. Alright, so let me just pull up right here and straighten up, and the office is over there. I was actually watching Yukon Huskies basketball game on my tablet, but I paused it because I don't want to run into any copyright issues with YouTube. Yeah, I'm a big Huskies fan, by the way. I'm probably the biggest Yukon Huskies fan there is. We're actually ranked #1 right now. And play this AP poll that just came out. And they were spanking Creighton right now when I paused it. I believe they were up by like 18 with less than 3 minutes to go. So it's a good look. It's a good night for me anyways. I can sleep good tonight. Alright guys, so got my paperwork and I'm ready to start this journey down to Jersey. Should be a quick one, should be about 3 hours or so. Heavenly Father, Lord, I ask you to keep me safe and protected on this journey. Keep me safe from all harm and danger. Psalms 91 covers me. Father, I pray that you cover me under your blood, under your wings, no mechanical breakdowns, no mishaps along the way. And I pray for a smooth commute down to New Jersey. What's up, brother?
Not much.
You about to be famous, man. You on YouTube now.
All right.
How you doing, man?
Very good. I could have saved you a trip.
I don't mind stretching my legs.
Where are you going now?
Jersey.
Yeah, that's a drive. Might as well stretch your legs when you can, right?
Nah, it's about 3 hours.
Still a drive.
For a truck driver, that's a quick trip,
you
man.
Be careful. You got all this.
All right, man. You take it easy now. All right. It's a little windy and it's cold, but thank God we got heat in the truck. Yeah, this is the thing, man, about when it snows outside, man. You gotta get all the snow off your feet before you get back in the truck, otherwise your rug gonna be wet. Now, who wants a wet rug going down the road? I don't. Just trying to make sure I don't hit that little curve right there. That will do some damage to your bumper. These roads are cleared. Last thing I need is icy roads right now. But normally when it snows in the Northeast, man, they do a pretty good job of getting the roads nice and cleared. In the South, it's a little different. You know, it snows in Georgia, and and the whole state is shut down for 2 days for an inch of snow. But up north, man, they're used to this stuff, so they're prepared for it, you know. You know, I was just talking to somebody about Texas a couple of days ago. You know, they had a recent ice storm or whatever in Texas, and it's like it happens every year. You guys should be prepared for this stuff now, man. Yes, it does get cold in Texas. Yes, it does snow in Texas occasionally. Be prepared for it. Guys, I know I promised, but I'm gonna be working on an 18-speed shifting tutorial video pretty soon. I want to take my time. I don't want to rush it to do that video. You know, if you guys follow me on TikTok, Instagram, you guys will know how passionate I am about shifting and driving a truck. So that is probably gonna be my most passionate video I ever post on my YouTube channel. So I don't want to rush it. I want to take my time. I want to make sure when I put it out, it's gonna be in the discussion for one of the best 18-speed shifting tutorial on YouTube. So it might take me a couple of days to record it because I want to record different scenarios. Empty, loaded, skipping gears, shifting using all the gears. You know, I want to do different scenarios, downshifting, upshifting. So it's probably going to take me a couple of days, guys. So I don't want to rush it, and I want to make sure when I put it out, it's gonna be one of the best shifting tutorials on YouTube. I promise you that. You know, I know what I'm capable of when I sit behind this wheel, and you guys will see. You know, I remember when I was a rookie trucker, just starting out on my own. You know, I'm self-taught. Everything that I know, I taught myself. You know, and there are things that I didn't know. And what did I do? I turned to YouTube videos. You know, so now it's my turn to return the favor. You know, I'm ready to pay it forward. You know, it's like when you go to Dunkin' Donuts and somebody pays for your coffee. What do you do when you pull up to the window? You pay it forward. So now it's my turn. You know, so for the young generation of truckers that are watching this, stay tuned, man. I got you. Not gonna happen overnight. You know, a lot of guys think you just get in the truck and within 6 months you master the art of driving a truck. That's not how truck driving works. You know, it takes you years to not even master, because you will never fully master the art of driving a truck. Each and every day I come out here, I learn something new. This is downtown Springfield, Massachusetts. And to my right over here is the Basketball Hall of Fame. Believe it or not, guys, basketball was invented right here, Springfield, Massachusetts, I believe in 1891. So that is the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame to my right there. It's crazy, I lived in Connecticut for all these years. I lived in Hartford, Connecticut, which is only 20-25 miles from Springfield. I've never once visited the Basketball Hall of Fame when I lived in Connecticut. Looking back at it, man, I wish I brought my kids just for a day, just to visit and check out the history of the game of basketball. We're a family of sports, man. I love sports in my household. We watch a lot of sports, track and field, basketball, soccer, and a little bit of football, American football. I know I said soccer, but a lot of my European guys watching this right now, I said soccer first, then football, but yeah, American football, not the football you guys are thinking of. I wish I visited the Basketball Hall of Fame, and even more so now. I believe they have a tribune in there for Kobe Bryant. And Kobe was my favorite player, man. I've never cried when a celebrity died, but when Kobe passed away, I cried, man. That was painful. It still is, even till this day. Sometimes I think about it and I'm just really sad, man. He died so young, and the manner in which he died, he died with his young teenage daughter. I remember like it was yesterday. I was down in Texas. You guys don't know this, but my two older kids, they live in Texas. My teenage daughter, my teenage son, from a previous relationship, they live in Texas. So from time to time, I go into Texas, and I get a hotel or Airbnb, and I'll spend like a week or so in the Dallas area. So normally I just drive my truck down and I park up my truck at this truck stop, Big D Travel Plaza, off the 12 loop. So all my Texas guys, my Dallas guys, y'all know what I'm talking about, the loop that runs around Dallas, the 12 loop. So I'll park my truck there, and I'll go get me a nice rental car, and we'll just hang out for a few days. But I remember like it was yesterday, man. I just dropped my kids off, and I went back to my truck, got in my truck, and the minute I got in my truck, I saw breaking news on my phone. Kobe Bryant died. And I was in so much shock, so much disbelief, like I couldn't believe it. I had to go source it from somewhere else. I went on Instagram, I went everywhere. Because nowadays, man, all you gotta do is go on like Instagram or Facebook or one of these social media platforms, and you'll find out what's happening. You don't have to go on a news website anymore, because all these news outlets are on social media. So all the news is on social media. And I'm telling you guys, man, that was painful. I sat there in the truck and I cried. I cried, man. And I called my kids. I had just dropped them off, and I called my kids and I said, guys, look, Kobe Bryant died. And they were like, what? Kobe Bryant? I was like, yeah, man, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. And it was so hurtful for me, because I just dropped my kids off, and all I could think about is him perishing in that crash with his teenage daughter. Condolences to the family of those folks who also passed away. But I'm speaking about Kobe Bryant, not about the other people. Kobe Bryant is the topic of my conversation. But yes, there are others who also died in that crash. My heart goes out to their families. But it was just so painful, man, just to read that in the news. and then you see the footage of this crash site, you know, just to know like that's how Kobe went out. Man, that was painful. But Kobe is the reason why I'm a Lakers fan. You know, when I started following basketball in the mid to late 90s, you know, Kobe was my guy. And he's the reason why I became a Lakers fan. So I'm back in Connecticut now. This is Enfield, Connecticut right here. I should put this address in my GPS just to see how long it's going to take me to get there. I know where I'm going, by the way, but normally I use my GPS to keep track of my mileage. But as long as the GPS is on, it will also keep track of the mileage. I don't have to have a physical address in the GPS. But I went there recently, so I'm just checking my history. Here it is right here. 5000 Riverside Drive in Keasbey, New Jersey. So that should be about 2.5 hours tops from right here. Maybe 3 hours. 3 hours and 2 minutes. So I should arrive at 4:10, 4:15. It says 4:08 right now, but I'm gonna stop just to get me a cup of hot water in Hartford. So that's probably gonna take me about 5 minutes. But my appointment's for 8 o'clock. But like I said, this place is pretty good. Once I get there and I'm checked in, they'll put me on the door right away. And they're normally pretty quick with unloading also. Turn this Jake brake off. I am about to enter into the truck stop in a minute. This is the exit right here, but I'm actually going to enter from the exit. On the other side over there, where they have the entrance, there's a big dip down into the sidewalk. And every time I go down into that dip, man, all I can think about is my kingpin and my alignment. So yeah, I'm actually entering on the wrong side, and I'm gonna spin around. Yeah, they gotta get that fixed, man. Every time I go down into that dip, it doesn't matter if I'm going 2 miles an hour or 1 mile an hour. You know, when you go down and come back up, all I can think about is my kingpin in my alignment. So yeah, if I can avoid going in that dip right now, I'm gonna avoid it. We're just gonna bust a U-turn right here. Let's see, is that middle pump open? As long as there's no truck in front of it, we're good. I just want to get some hot water. I ain't trying to be stuck behind nobody's truck right now. So, and it's icy in this parking lot right here. It's a lot of ice. I don't know about you guys, man, but when I go to the bathroom, I don't like to bring my mug with me. I normally leave it somewhere on the side. I just grab it on my way out the bathroom. So guys, this is my tea right here. I have some ginger roots that I cut up, and I'll just add some hot water to it, and this will hold heat for a very long time. Actually, I got to be very careful. Sometimes I got to remind myself, you know, 2 hours in, man, this thing still be scorching hot. So if I want it to cool, then I'll just leave the lid off for a little bit. So this is it. I just use a ginger root, and I'll just add some honey when I get back in the truck. And that's my tea. You know what? I'm gonna get me one of these muffins right here. Alright, so a blueberry muffin and my tea. So I'm a germaphobe, guys, so I'm gonna use one of these to open, and I'm gonna use this one to grab my muffin. Listen, man, when you see what I see every day, you don't want to touch this and then touch your muffin. Alright guys, so I was talking to that young lady right there. She wanted my YouTube. She saw the camera on top of my head. But I probably got to mute most of that conversation because she had her cell phone in her pocket, and she was playing some music, and I already know that's a copyright violation on YouTube. So I'm not trying to get my video demonetized. So yeah, we can't put that in there. But she was pretty cool. She asked me what my YouTube was. I didn't tell her about it. She wanted to know more about it, so she grabbed a pen and I wrote it down. And I'm just walking around my truck real quick, you know, just to check my tires. I mean, I only drove 45 miles down here, and I just actually put some air in my tires a couple of days ago, so they're all at the same PSI right now. So in the winter time, I run my tires at 110 PSI because you will lose a few PSI during the winter time when it gets really cold outside. So I just got to put some honey in my tea, And we're off to Jersey. And guys, don't mind the mess over here. This is just my jacket, sweater. I bought some paper towel. I gotta find somewhere to put that. And this is my fresh laundry that I just brought back on the truck. I haven't had a chance to put it away yet. So that's what's going on in that corner right there. I just let this sit for about half an hour before I start sipping it. So actually I have to go back inside the truck stop. I gotta put some water in these bottles right here. So this is the water I use to wash my hands, brush my teeth, and I wash my face in the morning time. This is where I keep all my goodies, my cereal, cashews, cranberries, more cereal. And I love me some beef jerky, so I get these from Aldi for about less than $3.50. So I have a couple of these I keep on the truck, and some chocolate chip granola, and that's it, man. That's all I got on the truck. Some bananas. These ain't ripe yet. I bought these yesterday, but thought they would have been ready by now, so I might end up going back home with those on the truck. And cups and some bowls and plate, and that's it. Throw this garbage out, get some water, and we should be out of here. So if you guys follow my TikTok, man, these bottles come in real handy in the summertime. Yeah, man, there are some nights where you can't get a parking in the truck stop, take a shower, or you're not close to a truck stop to get a shower. This is it right here. I'll go outside and get in tune with nature real quick. All right, you have a good night now. Mm-hmm. We have water, so I can brush my teeth in the morning, I can wash my face, I can wash my hands if I need to. That's what that water is for. Now let's roll out, guys. Even though it's cold outside, I like to crack my window. When I turn this heat on, man, it gets pretty hot in here. And instead of turning it off, I'll just crack my windows like this. And the air coming in from outside will kind of neutralize some of that heat. Close to this trailer there.
Turn right on Jennings Road.
So on a night like tonight where there's no traffic, I'm just gonna go down to 91 to the 95 all the way into New York. Going through a little construction zone. Also had a little backup in Connecticut there between exit 16 and 17 on the 95. They had construction going on, but it wasn't too bad. I was probably backed up for about 10 minutes or so. This one actually went a little quicker. So hopefully there's no traffic on the Cross Bronx, you know, because sometimes at night they do construction on the Cross Bronx. I haven't been on the Cross Bronx at night in a long time, so I'm not sure what's going on at night, but in the daytime I know that regardless what time of day it is, it's a mess every day. But normally this time of night I should be good, you know, unless there's an accident or construction. You know, I'll probably go through doing about 50 miles an hour. So we'll see when we get down there. So this is the Bronx right here. I have a lot of fond memory right here in the Bronx, man. Rest in peace to my aunt. You know, my aunt lived in the Bronx. You know, my aunt passed away from COVID back in 2021, I believe. And actually my last memory that I have with my aunt was during COVID. I came and visited, and she was staying right over here. She was at her friend's house, and I went by and I picked her up, and then I brought her home. But on the way home, we stopped right over here. We got some breakfast in the morning, and then we went over to her apartment, and we just hung out, man. That's how me and my aunt were. We were real close. My aunt was older. She was about 70 years old, but we were real close. Had a very good relationship, and yeah, man, COVID took her out. So every time I come through the Bronx, man, the minute I see the Bronx, first thing that comes to my mind is my aunt. So rest in peace, Auntie Barbara. Love you, miss you, think about you all the time. But it's just one of those things, man. You know, life is unpredictable. You're here today, you're gone tomorrow. You know, when I went to visit my aunt, I didn't know that was the last time I would see her alive. You know, but that's when I still lived in Connecticut. You know, I was home, I had a day off. So I just called her up and said, hey, I'm on my way. You know, normally I don't even ask her what she's doing. I just call her up, hey, where you at? I'm on my way. And by the time I got to the Bronx and I called her, she said she wasn't home. She was at her friend's house. So went by the friend's house and hung out for a little bit. Then we left, got breakfast, and went to her apartment. And I'll never forget, man, just the day I was leaving her apartment, you know, it just felt weird. Every time I was going through the door, she would call me back, hey, take this with you, take this with you, you know. She loves to cook, so she would always have food in the fridge. So on my way out the door, she called me back and said, hey, I cooked this, take this with you. You know, so I took a plate, and you know, I just gave her a hug, man. She gave me a kiss on my cheek. I said, I love you. And that was it. While she was in the hospital, you know, on a ventilator, one day I called her, and she wasn't allowed to talk on the phone because when you're on that ventilator, it takes a lot of energy just to talk. But she called me back, man, and I was sleeping late at night, and I was sleeping when she called me back. And it's crazy because that was the final conversation we had, and I don't remember a word she said because I was half asleep while she called me. The only thing I do remember was her voice didn't sound like her regular voice. Next time I saw her, I had tears running out my cheeks. So in the daytime, I would just run the left lane. You know, when people see trucks running the left lane going through the Cross Bronx, they don't understand why we do it. But just imagine being in a truck in the right lane, you know, and every quarter mile or so, you have an exit or an on-ramp. So every quarter mile, you have hundreds of cars either exiting the freeway or getting on the freeway, and you're stuck in that right lane. Now, when those cars enter the freeway, the minute they enter the freeway, the next move is to get over into the middle lane and eventually work their way over into the left lane. So if you're in the middle lane, it's basically the same as being in the right lane. So yeah, when I get on the Cross Bronx, you just hit the left lane and all the way to the GW. You know, four-wheelers complain about trucks being in the left lane, but you know, until you have to drive a truck in a busy New York City traffic, I don't expect you to understand. To all my truckers out there, if you've never been to New York City, and now you come to New York City and you have to run the Cross Bronx, don't worry about the low clearance sign on these overpass above you. The one I just passed said 12.2. Don't worry about it, man. Keep it pushing. That's at least 14 feet. I remember when I first bought this GPS and I came through here, my GPS was just going crazy. Low clearance, low clearance. Ding, 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 just kept going off. But you know, obviously I'm familiar with the area, so I just disregarded my GPS and kept it pushing. Good day. When I could do 55 miles an hour on the Cross Bronx, 40 miles an hour on the GW, that's a good day. And there's the skyline of the city of Manhattan. Truck, man. I actually got hit earlier by a chunk of ice that came off the top of this SUV while I was going through Connecticut. And I haven't checked it yet, but it hit my visor. Hopefully didn't put a dent in my visor. You know, the ice was kind of thin, you know, but it was wide. So when I pull over, I'm gonna check it. I was supposed to check it earlier, but I forgot all about it. Right now this GPS saying no trucks allowed, stop. But we're just gonna keep pushing. says no trucks allowed on the current road. That's strange. I travel this road twice a week maybe. So used to looking over my shoulder, because normally right here during the daytime all these four-wheelers are trying to sneak up on you and cut over at the last minute. About 30 minutes or so from here to my destination. Let's see, 32 miles, so probably about 35, 40 minutes. Let's see, 36 minutes. That's not too bad. Alright guys, so made it to the receiver. I just checked in. The loading docks are over there, but the guard check is right next to this CR England truck right here. So now I'm just waiting around for a door. They should give me a phone call shortly and assign me to a door. So in the meantime, I'm about to go lay down and see if I can get some rest. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so that didn't take very long. The minute I took my shoes off, they called me. So I'm about to go back up on door number 313.
Turn right.
This is 327 right here. So 313 is probably going to be in that group of trucks right there. Which means I got to back up in between two trucks. No big deal. Open up my door, and my door is right here next to this truck. Seal that's on the trailer is gonna require some work tonight. So we're gonna do it like this. Battery pack, I got a couple in here. There's one right here. So this is how we gonna do it. Let's go cut that seal off. Let me close this door so I'm not letting all that cold air in the sleeper. But yeah, I got all kind of tools on my truck, man. Voila. I'll just throw it on the back of the trailer just in case. And I remove the battery so we don't have any accidents. Back up on the door. It looks like a lot of room, but it's really not, because you have these trucks parked right up front right here, so you don't have a lot of room to swing. So let's get it. Let's do this. There's not a lot of room up front, but we alright though. I could have went straight ahead and just did a straight back also. I made it more difficult by doing it this way, but that's alright. We got it in. It's not my first rodeo. But as a rookie trucker, you pull up, that should have been your first option right there. This is more difficult. Last time I came here was $200 to get unloaded, so we'll see what they're saying tonight. I don't have a full truckload tonight, so I don't think it's gonna be $200. And while I'm gone, let me turn this bunk heat on. Yeah, man, this bunk heater comes in real handy. So instead of idling my truck, you know, I could just sleep with the bunk heat on. So it's a pretty long walk to go check in. You go in over here by door 300, and I gotta go all the way across inside the warehouse. Whew, It's cold out here, guys, man. It's about, let's see what the temperature is right now. Yeah, it's 20 degrees, man, but it feels like 11 degrees, so it's cold, man. Whew. So to the general public, if you're ever wondering where your food gets stored at, this is it. This is a big old refrigerator right here. This whole building is a refrigerator. What's over here? Some cottage cheese right there. I don't know what's in these boxes. Parmesan cheese right there. It's probably about 32 degrees inside this building right now. All right, guys, so my unloading fee is gonna be $180, so now I gotta call up my broker and get a express code, because I ain't paying nobody's lumber fee. Let's walk down this aisle, see what's over here. Some more Parmesan cheese up there. So it looks like it's mainly dairy on this side of the warehouse. I'm delivering juice, and typically you keep juice and dairy around the same temperature. My reefer temperature right now is 32 degrees. So this building is probably about 32 to 34 degrees right now. Yeah, but I could never work in one of these warehouse, man. I don't know how these guys do it, man. I hate being cold, and to be cold all day, every day, I'm all set. It's cold inside, but it's even colder outside. So that was the refrigerator. Outside is a freezer. So this is what a 300 wheelbase looks like next to a 260 or a 265 wheelbase truck. Maybe about 250, I don't know. Cascadia, probably about 255, 260 wheelbase. Yeah, but that's 300 sticking out right there. That's the downside to having a long wheelbase. You gotta worry about people backing into your truck when you're at the truck stop. So if I'm parked up at the truck stop, I don't go to sleep, I don't go to bed until somebody is backed in next to me. Well, guys, it is that time of the morning. It's nice and warm in here. My bunk heater is going, and I can feel it back there. So I'm about to go lay down and get me some rest while they unload my trailer. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Shouldn't be long. But once I'm unloaded, got a bunch of quarters falling out my pocket. No, but once I'm unloaded, I'm just gonna go right back across to the parking lot over there, and they won't bother you. You can stay there for as long as you want. So I'm gonna get me some rest, and I'll probably get up around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'll see if I can book me a load. And I'm probably just gonna head back south. I'm not gonna stick around. Last time I was here on a Friday, it was too hard to find a load on a Friday, so it's easier to find a load on a Thursday. So if I could find me a decent load just going back home, I'm good. I'm all set. Came out, made some content, and made some money, and I get to go back home with the family. I want to go to church on Sunday, man. That's the plan. All right, YouTube, so just finished up with this delivery over here in Keasbey, New Jersey, and I just booked another load, so I got to go back north. Unfortunately, I got to cross the GW. So all my truckers out there, y'all feel my pain, man. I'm going to Long Island, so you know I could bypass the GW take the 17, run the 80 to the 17 and go back around. But I gotta get to Long Island by 2 o'clock. Right now it's 11 o'clock in the morning, so that's not cutting it. That's too much driving. I would probably save a few bucks on tolls. But so guys, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. As usual, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.